All right, look at this. What we got is the last minutes of when Epstein kind of did himself or somebody did him. Who knows? But Trump says, hey, don't worry about that. Stop talking about that. That's old news. After they got everybody all hyped up because they was going to drop the knowledge. They was going to, hey, this is everything on Epstein. He had files. He had tapes on everybody. Now, they say it was a nothing burger. Trump said, don't even worry about it. Do you take this man at his word? He still says the 2020 election, it was rigged. That's why he didn't win it. So, if he tells us not to worry about the Epstein files, then why don't he just stop talking about the 2020 election like he won it? Let's call a spade a spade. Can we do that?
The time is now, on an evening very much like the one we have just witnessed. Tonight's story on the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of
Are you
introduction.
still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure.
Now, you know how this thing is done. Okay, this guy, he's supposed to be watched almost 24 hours a day, and all of a sudden, all the cameras malfunction, all the guards, they disappear. And then you got a strange individual walks up in there and does the man and set the whole thing up. Pretty much, that's pretty much what happened. Have you ever watched The Wire where Stringer Bell sets D'Angelo up to get murdered because they didn't think he could keep his mouth shut. So they didn't think he could do the time. So they sneak somebody in there, set the whole thing up, and voila. It's like magic. Now he was here, but now he ain't. He can't talk no more. Same thing with Epstein. Same thing.
I'm going to get one for you.
Hey, this reporter asked Pam Bondi, hey, how come a whole minute is missing? How can you explain that? And Trump rattles his cage and, hey, we got better things to worry about. We got this flood. Of course, we've been doing great things all across this country. We've been winning. What you want to talk about that? That's old news. Hey, Trump. Well, you say you're going to release the Epstein files. What about the Kennedy files? What about the MLK files? Can we get some files over here?
And that's too bad. And then what happened is they rigged the election and I became president. So that was a good thing. That was quite an achievement for both of us. So I'll be president during the World Cup and during the Olympics, which we were very instrumental in getting.
Hey, look, could somebody get RFK on the phone? Maybe he could say something about the JFK files. Y'all ain't gonna never release it. Everybody's lying. Why you got so many liars around here? Politicians are liars. That's all we got. What's going on now? We in what they call a twilight zone or the outer limits. You can't tell what's real and what's not. Everything's fake news. They ain't gonna give you nothing. Can somebody give me an old-fashioned whistleblower? I promise you, no retribution. I need a good old-fashioned whistleblower. Get those files and upload them to the internet. Because we want to see the list. We want to see the names on it. And find that 1 minute of that video that's missing. We need to see it. Hey, Trump, you lost the 2020 election. So you stop talking about that. And I guess they'll stop talking about the Epstein files. You done worked it up. Let's see it. What you got?